next on News Channel 15 at 6.
It is a bittersweet day for the residents of the Barefoot Resort area. Some homes leveled, others spared. We'll have the story from both sides.
And they're on the front lines as we enter hour 54 of the Horry wildfire, the men and women who are fighting back against the fury.
And the response from the state level as the governor visits the area to the community reaching out. Plus, I was up in a helicopter today with the lieutenant governor to survey the damage. News Channel 15 team coverage of the Horry wildfire day 3 starts right now. Good evening. I'm Allison Floyd.
And I'm Tim McGinnis. We are starting our 6 o'clock news and we'll continue broadcasting right through our 7 o'clock news, preempting World News Tonight.
For the next 90 minutes, we will bring the stories behind the Horry wildfire and we'll give you a sense of what has happened and what is still to come.
We now have a damage estimate just released by Horry County, where officials are starting to put a price tag on the devastation.
So let's look at the wildfire by the numbers tonight. The governor said today early estimates now put damage in the county at about $16 million, but that is a number that is expected to go higher. Fire officials say the fire is definitely up. Over 20,000 acres burned. That's about 30 square miles, but they cannot estimate just how much more yet.
69 homes have been destroyed, 100 damaged throughout the fire. A total of 4,400 people in the county were under some type of evacuation order at one point or another. At the height of the fire, the EOC call center took in, get this, 5,254 calls. That's an average of 230 per hour. We're going to have more on the call center a little bit later.
Well, here's a map of the area that has been impacted by that fire. This is in red. That is the area that has burned. And the hot spots, we are told tonight at this hour, are both in the area of Highway 90 as the wind shifts. And they are Highway 90 and Old Highway 90 and Highway 90 near Shore Drive and Old Chesterfield. We'll have a live update with the Forestry Commission on that coming up in just a few minutes. The chief of the South Carolina Forestry Commission has now confirmed that a person burning yard debris caused this fire that has burned an estimated 20,000 acres of Horry County. And tonight the Associated Press says the wife of the man ticketed says her family did everything they could to stop that fire, which started on April 18th.
News Channel 15 was on the scene just minutes after the fire was toned out at 12:02 p.m. Wednesday. The Forestry Commission first told News Channel 15 on Thursday that they had ticketed a person for a yard fire that burned on Saturday, April 18th. Forestry Commission Forest Protection Chief Darrell Jones confirmed today that they believe a rekindle of that fire turned into the wildfire. Megan Brogan told the Associated Press that she and her husband, Mark Torchy, called 911 when their trash fire got out of control. She says Horry County firefighters responded but did nothing to fight the fire, and her family doused it with a hose. Horry County fire officials have yet to confirm that they responded to that trash fire.
News Channel 15's Joel Allen was evacuated for this fire along with 2,500 other Barefoot Resort and Pelican Bay residents. Joel joins us now live, and you got to return to your home which survived the fire. Certainly an emotional day.
That is for sure, but you know, our home is okay, and for that we are very, very grateful. But in so many neighborhoods like ours, and we're here in the Somerset subdivision, this is Club Course Drive, and as you can see, there is so much devastation. And here I found a tale of two conflicting emotions: happiness for those of us whose homes were spared, and grief for those who lost so much.
This was our kitchen window, and we looked out the fireball right over there.
Joe Jaweski and his wife lived on Windy Pines Drive. They were awakened in the middle of the night with a fire approaching and managed to get out safely. Now, they're grateful for the efforts of firefighters to get them and their neighbors out alive, but upset that more wasn't done to prevent the fire from getting to their neighborhood in the first place.
I don't want to use the word angry, but this fire was called in at 12:01 p.m. By 3 o'clock, somebody in Horry County should have known that it was way past their capabilities, and they should have been dropping those water bombs on 22 and 31 at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock that afternoon.
Early Thursday morning and close by in the Bridle Ridge neighborhood, Vincent Yates grabbed a garden hose and quickly doused his front yard, then jumped in his car with his wife and took off. They expected to come back to a house that was damaged, if not completely gone. Instead, their home was untouched.
I am devastated for my neighbors, obviously. We were lucky and fortunate, but at the same time, I feel very, very badly for them.
The Jawalskis have lived here for less than 6 months, but say they love Myrtle Beach and want to stay. They say they will find a way to start over.
We've been here, we've made some wonderful friends, and I'm so happy for them. They're blessed, and we're blessed to have them as friends, no question about it.
And I do want to say one more thing. Many Barefoot residents, my neighbors, wanted me to pass along one very heartfelt message. We want to say thank you to the firefighters for their efforts, for their tireless work, for saving so many of our homes and so many lives. Thank you, guys. Back to you.
Joel Allen reporting live tonight in North Myrtle Beach. Certainly an emotional time for so very many people.
That's right. And as we wait to find out if the fire will destroy more homes, News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth helps you prepare for an evacuation.
Tom Kovich woke up to find his neighborhood surrounded by flames.
I really wasn't thinking about what was inside. I was just thinking about getting out of there.
Some evacuees paused to grab clothing and essentials. Others just didn't have time.
She didn't even get her purse, she didn't get shoes, and I'm screaming at her because I'm looking at the fire right on the side of the house, and I'm saying, get in the car now.
Now left with what they have.
What I'm wearing, my dog, what my wife's wearing, her purse, and a couple of checkbooks, our 2 vehicles. That's it.
They wish for what they had.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Pictures, our wedding pictures, pictures of our family and friends, paperwork, tax returns.
It's nothing like we've ever experienced before, so we didn't know what to do.
Unfortunately for the evacuees, it's already too late, but what you can do and probably should do, especially if you're in the potential path for the fire, is create a list. Write down everything that you would want to grab in case of an emergency.
Because a lot of times people don't have a lot of time to think about what they can bring. But
John
those are the
Hyde
big
with Allstate Insurance says take paperwork, medications, pets, and those sentimental treasures.
things that, you know, even if you received a check to pay for it, it's a family heirloom, so the value is, you know, more than money itself.
But even if you leave empty-handed, leave before it's too late. In Horry County, Amanda Kinseth, News Channel 15.
If you lost important documents in the wildfire, visit carolinalive.com for a list of who to contact for replacement documents.
For the past couple of days, we have certainly talked about evacuation orders in Horry County.
And that brings us to tonight's web poll. If you were ordered to leave your home and you could only take one of the following items, what would it be? Important documents, photos, clothes and shoes, or would you grab your cash and credit cards?
To vote in this web poll, simply go to your website, carolinalive.com. You will find that poll halfway down the home page. And while you're there, tell us why you voted the way you did. You can do that by leaving a comment.
I hope those are choices none of us have to make anytime
Absolutely.
soon. A number of services are offering advice to fire victims on what to do after a fire.
Insurance and restoration companies are set up outside of the House of Blues in Barefoot Landing. They say to make an inventory and photographs of any damaged property and items, file a claim with your insurance company immediately, and keep receipts of what you must replace.
We suggest to people that they keep receipts for things that they spend, because if you leave your home, you maybe don't have your clothes, you don't have food. You want to keep your receipts for things that you do purchase.
Some more suggestions: contact your local disaster relief service, such as the Red Cross for food and temporary housing. Notify your mortgage company of the fire. Make sure your house is safe before you enter it, and find a reputable restoration company to make those repairs.
Well, the winds are what caused this fire to move so very quickly, and the winds did die down overnight, giving some relief.
But we saw them pick back up again today. To find out what we can expect moving forward, let's go live to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Ed Piotrowski. What's happening out there, Ed?
All right, the winds are still gusting at times up near 15 miles per hour. More on that in just a moment. We'll start things out with a look at live Doppler 15,000. We've been showing you the smoke over Horry County for the past couple of days. We don't see that on radar right now, but that does not mean it's not there. Obviously it is, and it's streaming northward now across Highway 90, 905, and 22. And even in North Carolina, there are air quality warnings in effect for much of central North Carolina because of the smoke drifting into North Carolina as we head through time. There is some radar, or actually some rain showing up on radar here. Isolated showers very near the Dillon area, west of I-95, also east of Florence right now, and a few more light showers in and around the city of Lake City. Unfortunately, this is not heading eastward. It will not make it to the fires at all. In fact, we will be dry all weekend long. A few more showers and storms, especially south and west of McBee. They'll rain out as the sun